Hello awesome people, let's talk proposals, one of the scariest moments of your life. God, I had no idea how to propose. It felt like I've been planning it for months. You feel like you get one crack of the whip because it's the most important moment of your life, bracket so far, and it has to be perfect. But how do you do it? How do you make it feel special? If you Google how to propose, you'll quickly be led to believe there's a correct, perfect formula for doing this. I mean, I'm recording this in December, and if you're Googling how to propose at Christmas, chances are you're feeling the pressure. Christmas lights are everywhere, New Year's Eve is around the corner. Someone, somewhere, is definitely about to get engaged on Instagram. So, instead of me telling you how it should be done, I asked some real people how they actually did it. Now, these are not polished proposals. They are funny, they are heartfelt, chaotic, a little bit mad, thoughtful, and very, very human. It is the very, very definition of awesome people. So, if you're thinking about how to propose, here are 10 real ways real people pop the question. Hope it gives you some inspiration. Number 1. Propose by a cartoon. Let's start with me, because if you think you know how geeky I am, I'm about to knock your socks off. Gareth's birthday is on New Year's Eve. He normally hates it for that reason, so I bought us a trip to Amsterdam. We'd spend New Year's Eve at sea, coming home, normal so far, not for long. I convinced an animator friend of mine to do a very short cartoon where I'd battle his favourite things to get to him. It had cupcakes, it had sushi, it had monsters coming through portals, before I threw the One Ring from Lord of the Rings at him whilst he played his Xbox, instant Xbox Ring of Death. Anyway, I played it to him on the deck of a boat in the middle of the North Sea on New Year's Eve on his 40th birthday. 5 years later, he told me he discovered the ring in my bag, so he knew it was coming, which kind of neatly proves that even when you try and plan everything to the max, half of your future fiancés will know you're about to propose anyway. Number 2, you don't have to propose just the once. I love this one from Rosie. This is cute, she says. My other half actually proposed twice. The first time was a year after we met on Christmas Day in front of the tree. I knew he had the ring because we chose it together, but I wasn't expecting it for a while, but the excitement took over and he asked me, and I obviously said yes. 4 years, a few house moves and a baby later, he proposed again. He hired out a barn cinema and put up fairy lights and pictures of us throughout the years, and when I looked down, he was on one knee. He said he'd wanted me to give me a special proposal that thought had gone into. We'd already booked our wedding by that point, so it was a definite yes, but such a lovely chapter in our story. We watched Back to the Future, cuddled up in an old horse carriage, and it was perfect. Number 3, choose your favourite place, and some bats. This one's from Alex. We went to the zoo over Easter bank holiday weekend. He'd secretly booked an experience in the bat enclosure, which was an amazing surprise. We went all the way around, and then he proposed in amongst the bats. It was a complete shock. I didn't click on it at all, just really thought he knew how much I love bats and booked it just to be sweet. The best, spookiest proposal ever. The bat even posed for a pic with us afterwards. Number 4, how to propose using Lego. Here's Lily with an idea I wish I'd stolen, quite frankly. Lily says, my fiancé bought me a custom Lego set of the Acropolis, which is a favourite place in the world, for our anniversary. The whole manual was printed in a binder, and he had snuck in the instructions for a ring box in the middle of the build. He made sure we built the set on our anniversary, and I built the ring box without knowing what it was. When I had finished building it, he brought out the centre cushion with my ring in it and asked me to marry him. Number 5, get it on camera. Here's one from Nikki, who got engaged just around the corner from my old flat. Nikki says, ever since I lived there for a year for music school, I've always referred to London as my home away from home. Me and my fiancé had a weekend away. we planned to go to watch Wicked in the West End because we're both musical fans and had never actually seen it on stage. But instead of booking into our usual Airbnb, he booked us into a gorgeous Hilton hotel in Canary Wharf. Because my fiance is from down south, whenever we visit, he always shows me the most beautiful hidden gems I've never seen before. So after Wicked, he had planned to take me to One Tree Hill Vista Point in Greenwich. I didn't know about it before we went. It was just another beautiful part of London that he was going to show me. We made it to the top of the hill, and the skyline was just stunning. The sun was setting, and I could see the London Eye and the Shard. It was just magical. Then he started to pose me for a photo in front of the skyline, which I kind of thought was weird because he'd literally never done anything like that before. And then, all of a sudden, he got down on one knee. Honestly, the whole thing was a blur. My heart was beating so fast, and to make the surprise even more special, his best friend, and someone who I now consider a very close and good friend too, was hiding behind a tree the whole time, taking photos with her husband not too far away. It was the most beautiful moment, and I feel so lucky. 6. How to propose at a book farm. Now, my first question to Lucy was, what's a book farm? And then I got lost in a Google whirlpool of secondhand books, log fires and 10 bob barns. If you're a romantic book lover in the Midlands and you're wondering how to propose, check out Astley Book Farm in Bedworth. It's the largest secondhand bookshop in the region and looks absolutely wonderful. Number 7, get the kids involved. This gorgeous story is from Cara, whose daughter asked her partner if he'd be her stepdad on Christmas Day in 2023. They've been planning it from the summer together. She knew what ring she wanted him to have, how she was going to ask him, and where. It was the cutest moment between the two of them, and there were lots and lots of tears and cuddles. Number 8, make your own rings. Now, this one, when I read it, made me bash my head on my desk because it was so obvious. Here I am in the middle of the jewellery quarter in Birmingham, and it never actually occurred to me you can go and make your own wedding and arrangement rings, but you can. This person said, she took me to a ring making workshop, then got down on one knee. I, being the least observant human being in this universe or any other parallel that day, apparently had spotted a poster for ring making and said, "Oh, that looks interesting. We should do that." When she got down on one knee, I was just like, "You okay?" Then she proposed. Oh, you cheeky. Then we went and made each other's rings, and it was very, very lovely. Number 9, how to propose after a panic attack. This one's from Amy, and I relate to it very, very much. Amy says, my fellow was meant to propose at the top of the O2 Arena. He'd won an experience to walk over it and 2 nights in a hotel. I, however, am terrified of heights. I had 2 panic attacks on the way up, 1 at the top, 2 on the way down. Cried the whole time, and then he forgot the ring. He ended up proposing at the side of the bed as I was so cold, literally to my bones, could not get warm. I stripped off and jumped into bed to try and warm myself up. Yep, that's pretty much how you do it. Number 10, how to propose at the top of the world. This one might involve a little bit of planning. Lynn says, my son, who's in the military, was on a climbing expedition to climb Kilimanjaro. When he got to the summit, he asked for permission to use a satellite phone. It's only supposed to be used in emergencies. His CEO asked why and gave my son permission. He rang back to base in the UK, where it was the middle of the night, and got someone to get his girlfriend out of bed back in barracks. She'd asked over to comms thinking something was wrong with him, and he said, I'm looking out over the world and I want to ask you to marry me. She said yes, and they've now been married for 21 years. He's still in the military, but she came out soon after they married. Every one of those is absolutely perfect. Watch this space. Part 2 of this video is coming up soon. If you're thinking about proposing, take a deep breath. It'll be fine. it'll be manic, it'll be you. And if there's anything that I say to any of my couples, just be you and the rest will come. I'll catch you later, awesome people. See you later.